Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's return back to discussion of the gold market. So today we have prepared the weekly report, which has actually a significant political part, which is actually extremely interesting. I hope you will get really big fun with reading it, enjoy with this part of the topic, because actually this is the core. So it explains why we have the banking crisis, how it could be possessed in the overall political situation, not only on the foreign arena, but also in domestic political life of the United States. And when you will read it, you understand major things. And if you will consider the banking crisis from this point of view, from a political point of view, you actually will not be really bothered with minor details. What bank will fall, whether the Fed will rate change, or what inflation we will get, and how money will be in the support program of the banks. All this is just a wrap. So the core stands in a different thing. When you will read this part of the report, you will understand everything. And also some maybe curious, some political events, some decisions. One of them is actually from the International Court, which we actually have mentioned in our Telegram channel, to give the actually manifest in order to arrest Putin. So it seems some intellectual or psychological dysfunction. So, but in reality, well, it has some background. It has some sense if you will understand why it has been done. So all this stuff is changing the technical background in the gold market as well, as a long-term chart, as in a short-term chart. If you remember, on Friday morning, based on the performance that we see on intraday charts, I gently said that it might be really, this action, it might be not really the thing that we actually see. It might be the part of the butterfly. And right within a few hours, by the end of the Friday session, we'll get it in reality. So butterfly right now is running to its nearest target, which stands around 2002. If you will take a look at the weekly chart, you will see that this is major weekly XOP. So from the technical point of view, it's really tricky moment how we could rely on overbought indicator, because currently market is overbought in all time frames, monthly, weekly, and a daily. But with the fundamental background that we have, this is reasonable behavior of the gold market, and currently it might happen so that gold constantly could break the overbought levels. It actually already has happened on the weekly chart, as you could see, and on the daily. But it might be constantly, because when the big political issues come in on the first stage, as you understand, the technical analysis takes the backseat. Nobody just watching on whether gold is overbought or not. This is not the question of the financial some bargain hunting. This is question of the safety. So from that standpoint of view, yes, of course we will be watching for overbought levels, but we should be ready that it might be broken and constantly. So still, from technical point of view, since this is important target and this is overbought, as I said, in all time frames, technical analysis demands that we need to sit in the hands and wait for a pullback. At the same time, taking into consideration the pace of this action, the speed of this action, momentum, we should not expect that market will show retracement somewhere back to the lows. If retracement happens, it probably will be not significant. From that standpoint, I would consider these two levels, it's 1925 and 1950, and I'm gravitating to 1950 level, just because this level stands below the weekly overbought. So if market will show the pullback here, it will be enough to get out of the weekly overbought level. Monthly overbought stands right there. It's right at this top. Market just hit it on Friday. That's why this level I'm mostly watching. Besides, if market will complete the target, this is 2002, with the pullback to the near 30% level, this level probably will be right in the area of the previous top. So retesting of this previous top, reaching the nearest standing 30% support looks absolutely logical. So from that standpoint, let's be in focus on this level and see how gold will behave next week. Of course, you could consider patterns on lower time frames. For example, I suppose that this rally might be great background for a 15-minute chart, 5-minute chart, Jordan Napoli patterns such as Brent Butters and Double Repo or something of that sort. But this is too small time frame for discussion. Here we're mostly watching what is happening on the daily and 4-hour time frame chart. And from that standpoint, since market stands near the target, near the overbought, and context is bullish, we do not have any reasons to go short. But for taking the long position, we need some pullback. That's the major conclusion on the situation in the gold market. Oh yes, in the final moment, that with the changing of the overall situation, we consider 2060 area as the nearest midterm target. I suppose that gold will go significantly higher. When you read the political background, you will understand why I'm thinking so. It might be, I will not be surprised if gold rises in 1.5 times or even 2 times in price within the maybe year or even slightly longer time. So gold is still cheap for investment, despite that it has jumped for the $300 from the point where we have suggested for initial buying of the gold in the mid of 2022. But this is still attractive price from the perspective of the long-term investing. I'm not talking about the buying futures or trading on the Forex. I mean buying the physical gold, bullions, coins. It's still attractive price. It's because real is just started. Physical demand is just has started. The investments in the ETFs is just changing the direction, turning north. It's just the beginning. So don't be upset if you haven't bought the gold earlier. So that's what I would like to say. Let's see what we'll get next week.